My name is Leo Garcia, and today I'd like to show you how I play Blackbird by Paul McCartney. This song is in the key of G major, and besides the notes from the G major scale, it occasionally employs the notes E flat, B flat, and F natural, notes that are not present in the G major scale, but in the G minor natural scale instead. This is a common device called modal mixture, and it helps adding a bit of sadness and uncertainty to a somewhat optimistic major key. One characteristic element of the song is the ever-present open G string that acts like a musical drone. The main time signature is 4/4, but one special characteristic is the occurrence of 3/4 and 2/4 measures. Blackbird has kind of a complex form, as you can see here. Let's take a look at each one of its sections. Let's start by practicing the finger-picking technique. The technique that I use is different from the one that Paul uses. The one that I use is more related to the classical guitar technique, and I think it suits better for my nylon string guitar, but it's up to you to try to learn Paul's technique later on if you'd like. Using the right hand only for now, we'll play this picking pattern, where you hit a bass on the 6th string with the thumb and a note on the 2nd string with the middle finger, always alternating with the open G 3rd string with the index finger. After you get that, start alternating the bass between the 6th and 5th strings. Now I will add my left hand, alternating between the G major chord and the A minor chord, using only the 3rd and 1st fingers. Okay, let's move on and play the 3rd chord, a G major with B in the bass, using the 1st and 4th fingers, and another G major chord up on the 10th fret. During the entire piece, I use basically 3 different picking patterns. The first one we have already worked on, and now this second pattern that's a little more elaborate. So we have the intro, which is actually the first 2 bars of the A section. Notice the alternance of a 3/4 measure and a 4/4 measure. Okay, continuing through the A section, let's practice a variation of the first finger picking pattern, this time alternating the high notes between the 2nd string with the middle finger and the 1st string with the ring finger. And now we add the other hand playing those 2 chords, which I'll call C major and A7th with C sharp in the bass. I'll practice only those 2 chords for a while, and then I play the same progression a whole tone higher, or 2 frets higher. It becomes D major and B7th with D sharp in the bass. We have this sequence here. Again. Now we play this chord on the 7th fret, an E minor chord. Lower the bass and it becomes an E flat major chord. Note how the bass ascends chromatically from C to E. Now we just reverse the ascending sequence and play it descending back to C major. I lower the E note on the 2nd string and it becomes a C minor chord. Now the 3rd finger picking pattern comes in. Unlike the original recording, I add the 1st string here. It becomes sort of a country lick. The chords are G major with B in the bass, A7th, D7th sus4, and G major. That's the entire A section. Then there's this coda, which is a little tail, connecting both A sections. C major, G major with B in the bass, A7th, D7th sus4, and G major. It's very similar to the closing of the A section, but with the addition of a C major chord before G major with B in the bass in the same measure. After we've played the A section twice, comes the B section or refrain. This is a contrasting section, and it uses 3 chords borrowed from the G minor natural scale: F major, D minor, and B flat major. The entire progression is F major, E minor, D minor, C major, B flat major, and C major. Let me show you one more time. This progression is played twice, and then we add 3 more chords to close it: A7th, D7th sus4, and G major, the same last 3 chords from our codetta. After we've played the B section, there's an instrumental A section and the B section again. Then, after the second B section, there's a repetition of the intro that ends with a smorzando, which is a fade and a retard combined. Then there is a section we call a bridge. In this case, it's sort of like the intro mixed with our codetta. Now there's the A section once more, and the codetta is played twice, along with "You Were Only Waiting for This Moment to Arise." That's it. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and that you have great fun playing this song. If you liked it, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. I'll be posting more related videos soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!